everyone, welcome to the channel. If it is your first time, my name is Chris, you're watching The Man Collects. We're doing some more LEGO content here on the YouTube channels. Let's take a look at what we're going to be doing today, guys. Got something I'm very excited about, LEGO Series 27 minifigures. We just got all kinds of them here. We actually got 12 of these babies. I use an app. I'll have something on the screen here showing you what it looks like. That's able to scan the little QR codes on the bottom. It tells you what's in the box to make sure you get a whole set. So we're going to crack all 12 of these open. We're going to put them together, make sure I got a whole set for one, and then take a look at the figures. So let's break these open, let's build. But first, if you do like this content, be sure to hit the like button. Also be sure to click subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications. But for now, let's build. And they are complete. All 12 of them laying here in front of us. We will take a look at them. This is a look at the packaging they come in. The little lime green box here for CMF Series 27. It's got a picture of all 12 figures here on the front of the box. The same boxes LEGO's been using the last few waves after they went away from the little poly bags. Set number is 71048, and there's you a barcode if that helps you scan to try to see if any stores have these, even though these are kind of hard to track on Walmart and Target app. But a lot of the stores are getting them now. If you look for these at Target, if you don't see them in the LEGO section, be sure to check up by the registers. When I found these, they were on pegs up by the front cash registers, so they weren't back in the regular LEGO sections. Keep that in mind for trying to find these babies at Target. You open these up, you always get a checklist here. It's got all the figures on there. If any of them have any kind of assembly instructions, it'll be on the back side of it. I always keep at least one of these out of these waves to have to look at for whatever reason, but there is your one for CMF 27 with all the figures. And now, let's take a look at the figures. We'll go by order of the checklist here, guys. The first one is the Hamster costume fan. Basic minifigure. It's based on a kid version with the shorter legs on there. You got some pink hands on them. You can see the one here holding a little green lettuce there, but they do have a little printed piece there. I guess it's supposed to represent lettuce, a kiwi. I have no idea. I don't know what hamsters eat. You got the hamster thing here that comes off. Just a little hooded piece. You can see there's detailing on the figure. You got a tail printed back there on the back side of it. And then there are two different face sculpts. We'll just spin the hamster head around there. Let you see the little smirk on the back side of the head sculpt, but I use the happy looking face on the front side. But that is figure one. Now let's look at the second one, which in my opinion is the best figure of this CMF series. Here we go. Figure number two, the Wolfpack Beastmaster. I like this one the best. I like the medieval knight themes, castle themed stuff that they got from Legos. This is pretty sweet. Comes with your standard knight sword here that comes with most of the Lego knights. You got your printed shield with the wolf's head on it. That is sweet looking. You got your head sculpt there. Move the weapons out of the way so you can see the head sculpt better once the camera adjusts. There we go. Get kind of a Wolverine vibe from that guy from X-Men there, if you know what I'm talking about. Printed logo there on the chest plate. On his back, he got some printing too, which is kind of cool. They put printing on the back of him there, seeing that he does have a soft goods cape there to kind of block some of that. But the cape also is a lot different material. It feels a lot thicker than the usual Lego capes. Very good quality on that. And as most of the minifigures do, he does have two head sculpts. Look at here in a minute. You got some printing there on his goblets. If you can see that, looks like chainmail. And he does have those on both hands. On the legs, you got a little bit of printing there leading down to the boots, like black tights going down into his brown boots. And then for the head sculpts, we'll just pop the hood off. And you can look on the back side there. Looks like he's either, I don't know what he's doing there. Maybe he stepped on something, got kicked in the stomach. Who knows? But he's got a little face there on the back like he's in pain or something going on with him. But we're going to use the little aggressive looking face there on the front with the hood. Now, he comes with all this. He also comes with this wolf. Of course, with the base I've got here, there's no way to stomp the wolf on every side of him. We'll have to fix him on there and put him in my minifigure case. But you can see there, I think this wolf has come with other figures before. It looks kind of familiar for some animal pieces we've had, but yeah, in my opinion, this one, I enjoy this one the most. I've got a bunch of medieval themed Lego minifigures he's going to look good posed with. But yes, this is figure number two. We got the Wolfpack Beastmaster with his wolf. Now let's move on and look at number three. Figure number three in CMF 27, the Jetpack Racer. Even got a number 3 there on his helmet. Don't know if that was intentional or not, but I like the design here on the chest piece, all the different colors and buckles and straps on him there. You got lots going on here on the legs as well. You got some mold or some printed pieces coming down here. I guess supposed to be knee pads, then down to the tips of his boots. On his arms, you can see he's got printing on his arms as well. Got the Octan logo there on his pants, and same on the other side. You can see even got elbow pads painted on him there. I thought that was a pretty sweet little detail on him. Then you got the brick-built jetpack on the back of him here. Very simple little thing to build on there. As far as his head sculpt goes, a basic head sculpt on that. You got two different faces. You got the one there with a little mask covering his mouth, and then on the back, let me turn it to the side so you can see it better. He does have an actual face on there if you want to go that route. The helmet I thought was really nice. It doesn't have the snap-in screen. It's all one piece. I think they have used something like this with some of the space-themed minifigures before, and now they have it here on the Jetpack Racer. But yeah, number 3 here also a strong entry. I said number 2, the Beastmaster there is my favorite one. Then this one right here probably my second favorite, the Jetpack Racer, because most of the helmet and the way it looks. I get more of an astronaut vibe from this guy than I do a Jetpack Racer, but still a cool figure in the series. And now let's move on, take a look at number 4. Here we go, figure number 4, the Astronomer Kid. This is more of a basic figure, not a whole lot going on as far as printing on him. You do have the rocket there on his shirt. He does have the prosthetic arm that does come on and off. It does give you an extra one of these, or at least in the box I got did, in case you lose that piece. Not much going on as far as arm printing on this one or anything on the back, but you do get 2 different face sculpts we'll take a look at here. I'm just going to pop his hair off. Oh, telescope fell off. There is his head sculpt on the back, like he's squinting down trying to look through the telescope. And let's take a look at the telescope and get a look at that. This is probably the coolest feature I thought of this minifigure. It's a very simple little build, but I thought it looked neat. A little buildable telescope there. The only thing, I wish it had a little clear glass piece that would cap over that. I've got some of those in my spare parts bin, so I'm going to add one to that. But again, I thought this was a fun feature to go with the Astronomer Kid. And I may switch the head sculpts around. I may show the one there where he's squinted down like he's trying to look through the telescope. But once again, another strong entry in the collectible minifigure series. Now let's move on and take a look at the next one. Figure number 5, our plush toy collector. Got a girl here in a little pink, looks like jumper thing going on, a little sweatshirt, a lot of printing on the front of the shirt, a lot of printing there on the legs and feet, as you can see. Well, a lot of good details on the front part of the minifigure there. If you turn to the side, you'll see she does have some arm printing as well. She's wearing a cat sweatshirt, so you can see the little cat head printed there on the side of her arm. You turn to the back, looks like the hood's laying down across her back there with the cat ears on it. And then you turn to the other side, and you can see a paw print there on that sleeve. So showing some detailing off on her cat sweater. As far as her plushie, she comes with a green one and a blue one. You can see the printing there on the green one. Of course, these are all printed. None of this stuff is stickers for these CMF series figures. And here you got the blue one. And as usual, she has 2 different faces. There is the one where she looks kind of happy. Got some rosy red cheeks going on. Rosy pink cheeks, I guess, going on. And then we'll turn her hair around backwards and take a look at the other one, where it looks like she's smiling, about to sneeze. Who knows what she's doing in that one, but you do have 2 different face printings with this one as well. But that is figure number 5. Now let's take a look at number 6, the Pterodactyl Costume Fan. And here we go, middle of the pack. Number 6 is the Pterodactyl Costume Fan. I don't have any other minifigures, guys, that have the arms like this. This is kind of cool, I thought. Something different to do with the minifigure arms. These are movable, so you can move them back and forth if you need to for posing. You got the little hood piece here that goes on. This does come off, and of course you have 2 different face printings on this one as well. You got the one looking all happy and joyous there. And then you got that one looking a little mischievous, like trying to scare people with the costume on, so that's the one we're going to go with. You got a little bit of chest printing going on here, for the which you wouldn't expect a whole lot for a pterodactyl. And then down here you got the little claw printed marks on the feet, and indicate the claws for the costume. And nothing, it's a plain back. But yes, I mean, it's a basic figure, but still, it's kind of fun, I guess, for what it's supposed to represent. You do have a little bit of coloring here on the top for the eyes of the pterodactyl, for the top of the mask, so that's some pretty good detailing as well for this figure. But here we go, middle of the pack. Let's take a look at number 7 now, the longboarder. And here is our longboarder. One thing you can see on the face print here, she got a little band-aid or something on her cheek. Looks like she's wiped out and had a little scuff going on there. But you got the hat turned around backwards, kind of a fun little piece there for the headpiece. You got some printing on the chest. I think it says CSD. I don't really know what that's supposed to stand for, but hey, it's on the front of the chest piece. You can also see there the printing on the pants for pockets. Got torn holes there in the knees. I guess she's not very good longboarder. I don't guess she's wrecked a whole lot the way it's looked. But you turn around, she's got some printing there on her arm pieces. You can see both of those. You got some printing down the sides of the legs for, I guess, the jeans. That's a cool effect on it. I haven't seen a lot of minifigures with printing on the sides of the legs like that. And then you move to the back. Nothing on the back. This backpack piece is a separate piece. It goes between, I don't know if you can see it there. We can. It goes in between the head piece and then the chest there for her backpack. And as all of them do, she does have 2 different faces. There you can see the other one. It's a little bit more serious face, but she also has the band-aid on there still as well. She also comes with this buildable longboard that she can rolls around ride on. And it's very simple. You just snap the two little wheels in there, and there you got that. But it won't snap on my base here to show it, so I'll show you that one separate. But there you go, figure number 7, the longboarder. Now let's move on to another strong figure in this line, the boogeyman. Here is our boogeyman. The head sculpt kind of looking like one of the old water buffalo helmets I used to wear back on the Flintstones. But anywho, he's holding his scary book of scary stories there. He's got Boo on the front. If you look inside of it there, it's got a little printed tile that snaps in. You can see the picture of the boogeyman down there in the corner. Of course, you can't read any of the text in there. It's just for looks. But I thought that was a cool little feature, him coming with the book of scary stories there. This one is a very simple figure, but I just think it's cool for what it is. You do have some printing here on the legs. You can see it's supposed to represent having hairy legs and some claws there on his feet. The head sculpt was unique, I thought. This is one big piece. I mean, there's no head no head that goes under there. It's just that. So you don't have anything, of course, on the front or back. It's just one little solid thing that slides down there over the neck stud. So I thought that was fun. We'll leave that off. It shows the back printing a little bit better. You can see there he's got a couple of things. Let's outline his shoulder blades. And then plain blue arms, no printing on his arms. But once again, I think it's a fun little figure. I like the book accessory he comes with. And there you got figure number 8 of 12. You have the boogeyman. Now let's move on and let's take a look at Cupid. All right, here we got Cupid. Anybody who knows what this is, I get Kid Icarus vibes from this. Anybody here, remember, as old as I am, remember who Kid Icarus is? Let me know in the comments. But you got Cupid comes with a couple of these little heart pieces here he holds in his hand. He's got his bow. He's got to have that to shoot you with and to make you fall in love. He does have some arm printing there, like some little gold bands on the upper part of his bicep. He's got that on both. Well, no, he doesn't have it on this one. I'm sorry. I thought he had it on both arms, only on the one arm. The wings is plugged into this little stud piece that goes on his back, and of course that connects in between the head and the chest piece there. I don't know if you can see it where it's white on white, but the wings just snap onto the back like so. He's got his heart-eyed face going on there, like he's just all... Actually, it looks kind of evil because the curl on his face covers the heart, so I don't know how much I want to leave that on there, but if we pop that hair piece off, there you go. You can see he's got some hard eyes there and his eyebrows up, but you got to admit, you put that hair piece on there, it makes it almost look like, you know, devil eyes or whatever. You can't see the shape of the hearts. He does have 2 different face sculpts. There is your one on the back, just a plain, happy-looking face on that one. And then as far as back printing, he does have a belt there going across the back, and you can see like he has the one arm thing going on here. You know, if you have that piece off there, you can see it a little bit better. You can see the edge of it there right after the little mount piece here for the wings. But again, not a bad little figure. Cupid was an interesting choice for this set given the others, but again, you are coming close to Valentine's Day or here next month, so I guess I threw him in there for that. But there you go. Figure number 9 is Cupid. Now let's take a look at the Pirate Quartermaster. Number 10, our Pirate Quartermaster. Let's take a look at this one. The cockatoo here is a cool little detail I thought that came with this thing. The bird's pretty cool detailed there for a small animal. You got a lot of animals with this collectible minifigure wave. You got at least 3 here. You got a wolf, a cat we'll look at here in a second, and then you got the cockatoo that came with the pirate girl. But one thing I thought was fun about this one was the little skirt thing she's got on there. I've never dealt with a piece like that. It's got 4 different little studs that it connects to there before you put the torso down on the legs to connect it. I thought that was a neat little piece. It gives it a good little accent there as far as your pirate figure. A lot of leg printing stuff going on there, so you got a lot of good detailing on it, as well as the chest piece, and you got some stuff on the arms. She's like a good little bracelet or something on that one, and then you got another one there on the other arm. As far as the back, you got some back printing going on there as well, and you guessed it, she does have a head sculpt or a face print on the back. There is your back face print for the head. You pick whichever one you want. We are going with the one that looks a little bit more mischievous, I guess you could say, like she's ready to start swashbuckling. Now, she did come with an extra sword. I thought that was cool, but again, you got figure number 10 here, the Pirate Quartermaster, with the awesome little cockatoo. Now, let's move on to number 11, and let's take a look at the cat lover. Here we have our cat lover. You have the happy-looking little lady there. The hair piece there is off the white shirt from the Office set. That kind of threw me back there looking at that, the Dwight hairdo. But you have her there looking awfully excited to see her kitty cat coming. Comes with a little bally arm piece there. That just snaps right on top of her hand stud. And then she's got, I don't know if you can see it real good, let's put her hands down. There is her kitty cat sweater with the pink and white cats on there and the different stripes. She does have some printing on her arms. Also had the cats there, the corresponding colors on the front of the sweater. And that does go across to the other arm. And it also goes across the back of the figure. So you got some good printing there running across the upper torso of the cat lover. You got a little bit of cat hair here on her legs where the cat's been sitting in her lap. And again, that doesn't continue around the front of the back, I guess, to give you the illusion the cats have just been sitting in her lap. And then she also comes with her kitty cat. You got the white cat here looking all happy and smug, and just a basic, you know, cat Lego figure thing. Only printing you got on that is the face, nose, and mouth. And she does have an alternate face sculpt on the lady. I'm guessing that one is she's about to sneeze or something. Maybe she has an allergy to the cats. Who knows? She's going to sneeze because of all the cat hair there on her pants. But there you have it, guys. Figure number 11 is the cat lover. And now we're going to another awesome figure, and the last one. Let's take a look at the Steampunk Inventor. Here we go, figure number 12, the Steampunk Inventor. This one has a lot of good detailing on it, in my personal opinion. You have on the hat here, he's got his steampunk goggles there on the top. He's got his monocle, you can see the stuff around his face with sideburns and the mustache and the little Fu Manchu beard going on there. And look at all the detailing there on the chest piece. He does have some printing here on his arm as well, and then some on the front of the pants. So you got a lot of good printing on this figure. Now he does have the little buildable piece here, the little, I guess, pincher claw thingy, Steampunk Invention he has on his arm. We're going to take that off and look at that separate here in a second. But there you got your printing on the back. You can see he does have the top hat, so he doesn't only has the one face print for the Steampunk Inventor. But you can see there the detailing on the back of the figure as well. Alright, let's pop this little piece off, and let's take a look at his arm. I guess that's supposed to be like a steampunk robotic arm. You can see it's got the little hydraulic piston there, attaching from the upper part of the arm to the lower part, and he's got the flat gold hand versus the regular yellow hand. And then you have his little steampunk grabber arm here. You got the little gauge on it, I guess, to measure the pressure. You got some steam blowing off the back of it there, going down to the pincher that's supposed to represent his hand. So pretty cool little accessory that comes with it. I gotta say, this is probably this one, the Wolfpack Quartermaster or Beastmaster, and then the Pirate. It's a good minifigure series. It's hard to rank my favorite one, but the Beastmaster is probably my favorite. This guy might have to take the second spot instead of the Jetpack Racer. But again, strong collectible minifigure wave. You're trying to find them, guys. Check your Walmarts, check your Targets, check Best Buy, wherever you buy your Lego from. You can also get them online. They're $5 a pack plus any applicable sales tax. Once again, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, if you haven't already subscribed, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you the next time the man decides to build.